Welcome back, guys. This is sportsarenaghchannel. Yeah, as you know, we are here once again for the post-match analysis of the EFL Cup between Chelsea and Arsenal. Yeah, so it was a London derby under the lights, Chelsea versus Arsenal, and it was a very exciting. Yeah. Now, Chelsea and Arsenal never disappoints when it comes to this kind of games. And this EFL Cup clash was a pure football chaos. 5 goals, momentum, swings, and a semi-final tie that's still wide open. Now, why am I saying this? But before then, just subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed. Just also turn on the post notification bell and also choose all so that whenever we post new video, you will be updated on time. And also don't forget to share and like our videos as well. Now, it was, a very exciting match. If I don't know if you watched the match, but I was able to watch that match because I know the excitement and in that kind of games when it comes to Chelsea and Arsenal. So I stayed all night just to watch the match and bring you the post-match analysis. So I know exactly what I'm going to, be talking about here. Now, at the Stamford Bridge, Arsenal edged 8-2-3, but the scoreline doesn't tell the full story. So let's break down how this game was won, where Chelsea fought back, and what it means for the second leg. Now, Arsenal started sharper and more structured. They pressed Chelsea high, forced mistakes in build-ups. They forced Chelsea to make a lot of mistakes when Chelsea starts building up from the pack, and also dominated central zones early on. Now, their first goal came from assertive positioning and quick ball movement, setting the tone. In midfield, Arsenal controlled tempo, recycling possession patiently before accelerating through vertical passes and late runs into the box. So these hurt Chelsea so much to the extent that they started making so much mistakes. You could see where Robert Sanchez was panicking when he was with the ball, trying to pass it to the defense. There was so much mistakes that he committed, and Chelsea struggled, defensively in transition. The spacing between midfield and defensive was too large, allowing Arsenal to attack the half spaces. Individual errors also contributed to Chelsea's loss, and poor defensive, coordination also contributed to this Chelsea's loss. Now, it also contributed to everything that happened in that game, which allowed Arsenal to punish them, especially when playing out from the back. Now, when Garnacho came into the game, everything started changing. Everything started changing in favor of Chelsea. Alejandro Garnacho changed the game entirely, and with his direct runs, pace, confidence, and 2 goals that flipped the momentum. That energy, that confidence from Alejandro Garnacho was so spot on. And, Chelsea became aggressive, pushed higher, and finally matched Arsenal's intensity. Also, after all this, though Chelsea was putting high pressure on Arsenal, but Arsenal showed some level of maturity in that game. They slowed the game when needed, exploited Chelsea's desperation, and struck again to regain control. That composure alone under pressure is the difference between a young side and a battle-ready one. Now, when you look at the game, you could see that at a time where Chelsea came into the game fully, and they were putting a lot of pressure with the confidence and the boldness of Alejandro Garnacho, Arsenal did something very spectacular, which, helped them to be able to win the game. They literally slow the game down and make sure that they will punish Chelsea with the spaces that is left behind, because it got to a time Chelsea were attacking fully, forgetting their defense. So when they are moving forward and they lose the ball and Arsenal get the ball, then Arsenal will quickly, use that opportunity to make sure that they will punish Chelsea. But there is something also that they did, and it helped them a lot to regain control. That composure under pressure is something that every team, every team needs. Every team needs. If you are a team and you have that kind of composure, especially when you're under pressure, it helps you to control the game and also decide the game. Now, as we are, we will witness the second leg in Arsenal's home ground. It is not going to be an easy game, even though Arsenal is leading by 3-2. It is not going to be an easy game. If only Chelsea will do something about their defensive error, I think that Chelsea still, have a very high chance of progressing into the final of the EFL Cup. Now, Arsenal take a narrow advantage into the second game, which Chelsea are still alive, but defensive discipline must be improved, just as I said. And one thing is clear, this tie is far from over. Yeah, so if you are a Chelsea fan, don't think that, this game is over for us. No, it is not. Chelsea can still do something and progress into the next stage of the competition, if only they will fix their defensive errors, just as I said earlier on. So, who do you think reaches the final? Drop your description below in the video and subscribe for the second leg tactical breakdown. And also, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. This is sportsarenaghchannel channel. As you know, we bring you the best of football breakdowns. Bye-bye.